Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for holding this important hearing. Thank you, Ambassador, for being here and for all of your good work. Many of us have serious concerns about our economic relationship with China. One area of great concern to my constituents in Kansas is China's unjustified barriers to U.S. agriculture. These barriers ignore international standards, they have no basis in science, and they raise serious questions about whether China is complying with its WTO obligations. Most specifically, the World Organization for Animal Health recognized last year that all cuts of U.S. beef are safe, yet China continues to ban U.S. beef imports. And I know Congressman Smith touched on this, but the first thing I wanted to ask is that you address what USTR is doing to ensure that China's regulations on agriculture products, beef in particular, comply with its WTO obligations and are otherwise based on international standards and sound science.
Well, thank you. And that is a high priority in our relationship with China. Ever since the U.S. was found to be a negligible risk country for BSE last year, we've been able to go back to trading partners and open up markets for U.S. beef exports. And as I mentioned earlier, Secretary Vilsack was with Secretary Pritzker and myself in China in December, and beef was very much on the agenda. And we worked together with our Chinese counterparts to reach an agreement about opening up their market over the course of this year, and Secretary Vilsack is following up on that in a series of technical discussions between USDA and its Chinese counterparts. But we also need to use all the tools at our disposal. And here's an example where we brought a WTO case against China for their exclusion of certain chicken parts, broiler parts. We've won that case in the WTO, and we will continue to bring cases on agriculture and other issues where we think parties have violated their standards. The underlying point you make, which is that we want to make sure SPS standards around the world, whether it's in China or Europe, are based on science, as ours are, is an absolutely critical and fundamental part of our trade policy.
Excellent. Well, thank you.